There ain't no taking them off.
I feel like it would take a lot of work to get Zad mad.
It does.
And then
I'm
once
trying to
you
think,
get
where
him
did
mad, he's past the point of no return.
I sit in a pretty positive mood most times.
I like how Bimmy has photographic evidence of Zad mad.
She does.
There's so much rage.
Very, very long, very frustrating raid night.
Zed, you got them angry eyebrows.
Oh, did she post it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very surprised. What the fuck?
Oh wait, hang on. Let me fix the surprise Pikachu.
That was a 0.1% wipe before you could see the decimal places.
Oh. Dude, that fight was fun. Yeah, that fight was fun.
It's funny that screenshot came up today because I think it looks like there's something kind of like that in this. During the squares, you have to face away.
Yeah, it's like a laser beam comes out your face. Blech.
Yeah, like Melusine.
I like that fight because I was the summoner. So my job was to miasma the Cyclops and stack them all together. That was awesome.
Oh, the people we raided with, I think they all hated that part.
It was fun. It was like, do your DPS while kiting the Cyclops and lining them all up in one spot so they'd stop spawning.
Behold my amazing paint skills.
I was the healer bitch that all froze those titans.
Why'd you do it in red?
So it matches the cheeks, duh.
Love it.
I guess, yeah, that's fair.
If only they wiggled.
So good, Amy.
So wait, that's the only change on that is the eyebrows?
Yes.
It looks so mad.
Oh my god,
Please.
make that an emote.
Yeah, I'll put it as an emote real quick.
Shrink it down and make it an emote.
I'm gonna do the
so
same.
Good. Oh my god. The fucking 2 lines makes it so fucking angry.
We need to call it the Zad.
I called it Angry Zad. I could change it to the Zad if we want.
Angry Zad.
It's going on the 100 server too.
Oh, that's right, Food. I'm sorry.
Which one to drop?
Dude, it still looks angry when it's tiny too.
It's great.
Sorry, Bimmy, I'm gonna drop one of the ones that we don't use that you put on the server.
Damn.
Get wrecked, Beamy.
It's only fair. Bimmy started all this.
I've never seen anybody use this one. I'm gonna remove it and no one will notice it's even gone.
Actually, before I do that, did they add onions and...
We have
They
so many
did,
Pokemon
yes.
Smart, whenever I imagine you, I think of the stupid Squirtle emote, so...
Yes. By the way, Gopher killed our dream.
He's got 3 minutes.
There's still 3 minutes. I guess 2 minutes, so we can start early.
Hi, baby. Actually, do I want that? That shrimp and Parmesan sirloin is really good too. Yeah, we'll go with the classic for now. Do I want mozzarella sticks though? Nah, that's fine. Okay, my order's in. Oh, no. The difference would be like my steak.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought you were saying, should I get onion rings?
No.
So we're doing tank invul, not swap.
I just put it as an option. It seems like swapping's easier because it's another situation where like it keeps happening, and like I guess we could invul them in emergencies. I don't know. It kind of comes down to what you and I want to do and what healers want to do.
I love that emote. Fuck yeah, paint skills.
Thought I put a timeline on here.
You did. It's like the third
it's right
link.
Like 2 to 3 minutes apart. The first one's 42 seconds in. So post bursts. I don't know.
Oh, you can't turn it into a...
The issue is,
the only emotes you can do, Smart, for the ones that are like on the phone, and you just pull it from the emote section there.
The issue is, nah, we have the 2 shitty invulns, so it's like... If it was a paladin, it'd be good to use it in the first one. Because we still have to swap for the second one if you invuln the first one.
Holy shit, we have a minute.
Oh no, I'm only 3 pages in.
Yes.
I used headings this time. My guides are getting less shitty.
Your guides are getting
You have
a
an
lot less
index?
shitty.
It's really unfortunate.
It's just difficult because these fights have so many mechanics. Like
There's
you
just a
can't
lot more
do-
shit than there used to be.
Yeah.
So it can't be 1 page of like a list of shit I need to do.
You did it. We're
but
on time.
like I said, I updated the one toolbox with our icon, so we can use that. But that second toolbox came out with Pug square strats, which makes it pretty brain dead. So we should definitely use that.
About to say I was fucking bamboozled. Y'all lied to me.
Surprise, we're each well normal progging.
Oh, I amped up for fucking Savage. Yeah, it's been Savage like fucking.
Here we go. 5,
Oh, no.
4.
My opener,
Too
you
bad.
jerk.
We're going.
Or nothing of this, by the way. Only there's like a tea time in between.
Coffee biscuits, please.
Oh.
Man, I just spent like half an hour learning the new Gunbreaker opening, and I still can't do it.
Gopher broke 30k on his opener. That's gross.
Out. At the end of cast.
Yeah. In.
Middle. Out.
The hell was Garuda again? Oh, diagonals?
Garuda is
Yes.
the pie slices.
Inner cardinals.
Yep. This is east-west.
My mom says hello.
Hi, Mom!
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
And then, yeah, this is the inner cardinal pie slices. No! No, my Verholy! You cunt!
That just really comes out of nowhere, huh?
Is it percentage based? Probably.
I'm gonna count how many titties she has.
I heard this described as grape boobs.
They are grape titties.
I like the lines on the arms and the people and the thighs.
You know
See
who this
what
reminds
the-
me of? This reminds me of the last boss from Malika's Well. Like the coin with the wing motherfucker, because his like wings are all disembodied.
Which one was Malika's well?
The level 77 dungeon?
The bucket?
The bucket. Yes. The
Bucket golem?
Bucket golem.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Oh no!
Oh,
It's
is that
amazing.
the one?
It's-
Is that the one where you run up the arm of that dude to start it?
No,
That's-
that's
In
Mount Gold.
Kaluja?
Nah, it's the one in Amarang.
That's Mount Gerd.
Oops.
Oh, right.
Ew.
They're fine. Smart.
What happens if I am still dead when she breaks the platform? Run! Run!
Double death.
Bye, you're on
Simon.
your own.
Let's see. Oh, I died. I got checked and then immediately died. So don't res there.
You can res now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's her body. Just not on the crystals. Split them up. Ah, we have to do it perfect or it's all for nothing.
Lol.
Her memories.
Is this long ass transition in the Savage?
No.
No. Don't be in front of the crystal.
It goes from
Wow, no spoilies.
Where did this come from?
I was just gonna say it goes directly to the next phase.
Okay, that works.
It's not the boss has more than one phase, guys. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, it's O12S all over again, if you didn't know.
Ah!
Miss it now. Like kind of Stockholm syndrome. Miss it.
Yeah? I'm gonna quote that, or I'm gonna clip it, and I'm gonna spam you with it when we're doing that fight. See
Okay.
how much you really Stockholm syndrome it. Ew.
What am I doing with this? I'd never wear this color. No! We can't let this happen!
Bro,
I
this
took a
transition
gamble
sucks.
on it being north, and it was. Defend, everybody. Activate your powers. I'll stop her with my bottle opener.
I'm gonna laugh one day, Smart, where you're doing like some pug content on your white mage, and they're gonna be like, it's Cure 3.
I do use it sometimes.
Oh, I have a great pug story today.
Oh boy.
Ifrit.
Ifrit and
Ramu
Leviathan,
stock.
Or, yeah.
I hate myself, so I did Mentor Roulette, and I got
no.
Leviathan Extreme. And when we loaded in, it's, there was a Conjurer. And we asked why he didn't have his job crystal equipped. And his response was, I don't need it.
He's true, Chad.
His response was,
Alright,
I don't
I'm
need it.
stocking
Amazing.
Remu.
Yeah, Garuda Ramu, by the way, on stock. Yeah, I don't need it.
That's ballsy.
Did he not
Get
need
ready
it?
for Icy Floor.
He didn't need it when he got kicked, that's for sure.
Wow, this community's full of assholes. They kicked me. Worst community ever? Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's cheeky. Jordan, come back.
Oh, Gopher, that was sick.
I guess there's like a lot of time. There's a lot of time on that release.
This is
Out.
out, Inner Cardinal.
Yep.
I'm feeling the 600 piety.
Oh yeah, the dude was out of mana like instantly. Apparently, you
She's
get a lot of
casting these when
piety
she's
with the
not
white
stalking
mage
them.
job crystal.
Yeah, I mean, those job crystals give a lot of stats.
Middle out.
I imagine they have to start combining those.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they could just convert the, like, white mage quests, or conjurer quests into white mage quests.
I'm getting Minerva.
I'm getting sure.
This is stacking Ramu Garuda.
Who's ready for Titan?
Welcome to our group where we don't heal people.
Is that what happened to me? I was like, damn, that kind of hurt.
Yeah.
You get used to it.
No, I want to say you took some kind of like incidental damage.
I think you had a bone stack.
Uh-huh.
Middle.
No, because I died too. I didn't have a bone stack.
Oh. I don't know. Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah.
Get vitality.
Build vitality, scrub.
Other people didn't die.
Oh, just kidding.
Out, enter Cardinals.
Oh, let's try that.
Damn it. I tried.
Oh, it was totally my fault. That one too, because I had a truck getting off.
Only blame the healers. What are you doing? You can't give them even an ounce
Yeah.
of...
Why did you
Give the healers an inch, they'll take a mile with this group.
Wait, where's Smart?
Who cares?
You're not allowed to let them know that they can't be. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, my rolls.
Smarfing it.
Smarfing it.
Oops. Here you guys are smarting it.
I didn't win either of those things. That feels bad.
Yeah, I rolled a 99 and then
And then a 1.
like a 77. No. I rolled really high last night when I was doing Emerald Weapon with Tim's group too.
Nice.
So this is not a good sign.
Honestly, that
For
means you
things
will
to
not
come.
you will not roll high in Savage.
There's a big swing coming my way.
Poor Ninja, like he'll do a really good roll in like the shittiest of places,
Yep.
and then
Fucking Savage and Alliance, like, near roulette. I won't get shit. Everywhere else, I'm dominating.
You get that dungeon drop.
Yeah. If there's something I really want from a dungeon, look out. I'm getting it.
Just gonna get these boots
That's fine.
for 300 more piety.
what's your piety at?
668 right now.
Oh,
Yikes.
wow.
I know
I'm a white
piety like doesn't affect casters, but you have less than double the piety I have on red mage. I don't think that's right.
Ooh, I have half of
You
Smart's
unlocked
piety.
Yeah,
Savage.
I have 340 piety.
Samesies.
I have it unlocked.
I am the clown. Give me the shoes.
I would say I'm pretty sure I have it unlocked.
Fucking clown shoes, Sabin. We've been grinding monk levels all
I
day.
know.
Didn't unlock. Oh my god.
I
He is the
even
clown
did
shoes.
the. Oh, I forgot to unlock Savage yesterday. Tee.
Man, someone get Zad on him. Sick him, Zad.
Hey, where do you go to
Damn,
unlock
David.
it? Hypothetically.
I'm
Board
meringue.
suck
Boomerang.
or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh,
Zad-
that's right. I
Zad,
saw that
clown
quest
shoes.
as I
Do
was doing maps, but I was like, I should do that.
You clown shoes.
You didn't say it right.
Zad, that really hurts.
Clown shoes. It's like it's
I'm
one
glad
word.
it was supposed to.
God damn it, Zad.
That was my attempt at a ninja.
I feel like,
Like
I feel like we,
impersonation.
Okay, it's open.
It was supposed to. That was pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Needs to be like 20 decibels louder though.
What are you talking about? I have a calm, soothing voice.
Oh, surprisingly, you're at 100. Oh, no, you're at 90. Never mind.
I'm drawing out the darkness. Get ready.
Don't know. I'm watching this. I've seen it already.
It's the lore.
We saw it already.
You don't pay
Alright.
my sub.
I watched
Right, I
most of
don't.
the
Can you pay my sub?
Can I pay your sub?
If you don't watch the Savage openings to the fight, you're not a real Final Fantasy XIV player.
Oops.
Go home like
Before we set down all markers, do we want to at least get clock spots in?
Yeah, I was just doing those middle ones first. So I don't know if these are different than normal. Like I said, I just updated the toolbox. So step 3 on the toolbox would have the ones that they use them. So you can check out the toolbox for your spot. Step 3.
Actually, I know Jordan has a weird rotation if we use the toolbox one, so it might be best if he was here, and then Gopher was here, and then I can be here, and then Nerva can be back here. 'Cause I noticed on the toolbox, it's like,
Well, because if
you
you're
have
up
like
here,
machinist
reason for
here
that-
and
well, yeah, because the reason for that is the machinist can move. Like if you're up here,
Yeah.
then you gotta move all over the place.
Honestly, it was only be like up here for clocks and then back here. It's not too bad. Not on Red Mage anyway. I might cry about it on Black Mage.
So yeah, I figured Jordan could do that. He's just playing machinist.
Okay. I mean, alright, that's fine. Yeah, because I don't have a problem with the clock spots that are on the toolbox.
All right, so everyone do your clock spots real quick. Zed, yourself.
Isn't that the one I posted?
Which
which one are we going?
I thought.
I was looking at the
What
toolbox.
did you post?
Smart posted
No,
an
that's for
entirely
squares.
different toolbox.
That's for squares.
That's
Yeah.
from my toolbox. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's the there's more than one toolbox.
Oh, you gotta name it toolbox
Wow.
1 or 2.
This is updated with our group makeup and icons. If you notice right underneath the guide that was posted. And then the other one, it says toolbox for pug square strats. They are labeled.
Shit. I hate getting technicality.
There we go. Okay, so
Can't see it.
if both her hands, so how it's gonna work is her little homies that are flinging off of her will glow, or she will glow. If she's glowing, it's this position. If if both of her little orbies are glowing, everyone move one spot. Every cardinal person move clockwise one spot. If you're inner cardinal, you stay. So you would go, yep, just like that. Bam, group shares. We did it. Good job, people. I'm proud of you.
Doesn't the toolbox say to do it the other way? Where the cardinals move?
Lol.
Sure does.
Excuse me, it's in the toolbox.
Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Actually, yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter, but sure, if we want to do it just like the toolbox, then everyone inner cardinal move counterclock or clockwise. Problem solved. We did it. Great job, everybody. Fuck Ninja. Okay. After that, we would get the Buster. Did we decide if we're invulning the first ones then?
Oh fuck! I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. She just got Contra 6'd.
Okay. So
I'm so sorry.
she'll cast the magic vuln down. Once the magic vuln hits, then Voke.
Okay, so after it hits you, Voke.
I think, yeah.
We'll check it.
And then the next step here is, we'll get to this part, which is why I want to go over it, is the Obscure Woods. So we're going to use the X strat, which is the uptime strat that I've found so far. I haven't seen any other ones. So you'll see how it works is everyone's going to go to their ABCD marker. So step 6 in that toolbox, your ABCD. So Zad Smarf at A, Ninja Saban B, Samurai AV at B, and go for Jordan at C.
Poor Nerva.
I'm sorry, I couldn't remember your name and I was looking at my other monitor. I'm sorry, Minerva. So when it's gonna go off, when Flood of Obscurity is being cast, anyone on the inside, so all melee players will use knockback immunity, while all outside players, all ranged, will not. So that way we have spacing. I'm too scared to go up. I don't even know what her aggro range is. I guess we're gonna find out. Okay, so like here, if you're a melee, you're gonna be on the front side of the marker. And then if you're a ranged, you're gonna be on the back side of the marker. So don't go to the marker, use the marker as a space, because this will help us later during meteors. So then ranged will get shot back to the corners, and melee will be able to remain for uptime. During this, she's gonna tether to...
Question, real quick, before. Is there anything stopping range from pre-positioning and popping knockback?
Nope. I don't see why not.
Okay, because I was going to say, I'm a caster and I don't like getting knocked back, so...
As far as I know, there's no reason to save knockback immunity, so go for it.
I figured, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, healers can do that too, I guess. And Jordan, you can do you, since you don't have cast times. After that, she's going to tether to 2 rocks, either north, south, or east and west. We can't see them now, the arena changes. So if it's north, south, north group will go to the east side, south group will go to the west side. So you go clockwise. Right? So like if you're on this group right here, you would go skirt. Just like that. Or skirt. Just like that. Right? Make sense? You can see how it works. I might be bad at explaining it.
Yeah, it's just go clockwise.
We need all tanks and healers on one side and all DPS on the other is how it's going to go down. And it can't be the side that she's tethered to. There are 2 big purple tethers coming off of her.
Yeah.
Once the thorns appear, from what the Twitch stuff I watch says, you pop sprint and you just run through the boss. And so we just swap sides. Just run through the boss until your thing breaks.
Yeah,
so this gives us uptime during the cast of the thorn puddles, and then it also prevents you having to guess where you're breaking tethers.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing I saw was, like, once your tether appears, just make sure, like, you can kind of, like, coalesce with your group and move with your group, but that might be too much. But just have an idea. So, like, the DPS, like, that are at C and D will always be south or west, whereas healers and tanks will always be north or east. That should be where your positions are.
Yeah. We run through and we dodge big old circles. And then the next thing is phasers. So there's only 2 variations of phasers. We will see both. Each phaser contains the same mechanics, just in reverse order. So wide angle, we got to be next to her for the huge, like, 160 degree cleave she does. She does that in normal. After that, tanks will run out, and we're going to run to, like, here on each side of the square. The square will not be there, though. For a giant-ass tank buster, while each group will need to split into 1 healer, 2 DPS, north and south of her for a group share off of the healers. And then we go back in for a wide AoE around her. Anti-air phaser is the exact same thing, except it's wide AoE around her tank buster giant cleave. So let's see if we can get to there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Food up, here we go.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh,
Oh god. If we just want to use the toolbox too, just to keep it, yeah, that's fine. If we just want to use the toolbox too, North group will be Zad, Sabin, Gopher, Jordan. South group will be Minerva, Avy, myself, and Smurf. But frankly, if we want to swap it up, we can swap it up. It don't matter.
Left side, best side.
I mean, we're both technically left side depending on where the boss is. It's just if you're rather north side or south side, Smurf.
So she will tether with I think those are the yellow tethers, like her Orbeez. Just let me know when you're ready, Minerva.
Yeah, they're ready now.
I was gonna do boss relatives, so I would always be on her east side.
Oh god. Shouldn't just be above or below?
Okay, fine. Is this boss relative? Sure. What are we doing?
I think this is
we're
one of
wild
those
fucking
mechanics
no, dude.
where you
Stage left?
being
Stage
north
right.
or south of the
Oh, well.
boss is easier, not boss relative.
Larbird side.
Fucking Larbird.
Should be raid wide first. Now watch her body.
Buddies.
This is
Buddies.
buddies. Alright. This is spread.
Oh, she does buddies
Oh.
and then the other one. Oops.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
so sorry. It's both, and this is the tank buster. I'm just gonna we'll see. Hang on. Okay, so that first hit doesn't do shit. I think you vote during the cast there, Zed.
Yeah, it should be like the
So I'll have to do
Ifrit one where you vote during the cast or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's buddies and then
Okay,
clock,
so-
or clock and then buddies.
Yeah, she does both.
Got it,
Sorry
got it,
about
got
that.
it.
pick
No
it up.
worries.
Yes, I think order is random. Go.
It's never left or right yet.
Uh,
If I remember correctly.
Not yet. That's for the second Art of Darkness and third Art of Darkness, which are literally called the second Art of Darkness.
Edgy.
So edgy.
Zach, can you reprisal the first raid one?
Sure.
The reprisal hits at a odd spot for me, which is why I ask.
This is
All
clock.
right, so this is spread,
Now buddies.
heal up, system or buddy system, system. All right, poke. Ah! Okay. It's fine.
Oh my.
So this is Wood's position. Knockback immunity.
I did my knockback too early.
Yeah, I did too.
Make sure you get out of the thorns too.
Okay.
And now sprint.
So for this, you'll be going.
Oh, we didn't have enough people, so I
Yeah, there's multiple thorns.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like she doesn't tether to them, but she does send out little like flares towards them, and then they start lighting up depending on which ones are gonna hit, either north, south, or east, west.
Yeah, they're orange. They're purple tethers that go to the rocks
Yeah.
in the background. Shut up, Smart. They're orange for another mechanic. Kinda. They're yellow. Shut up. We're pulling.
So it looks like you'll have to, like, I'll Voke when I'm on you, essentially, and then you've got to move.
Yeah, I think we can stack the first hit, and then I just get the fuck out.
And before that first hit's AoE.
That'd be kind of fucked up. There's no way it is.
I fat fingered out.
Because those hits happen pretty back to back. Get ready for clock.
Buddies.
Nope, buddies. Buddies.
And now clock.
And then clock. Yeah, just familiarize yourself with what she looks like when she's doing that stuff. Alright, get ready for woods once the arena changes. There you go. So get ready for your woods positions.
Oh, too early.
Oh, okay.
Hit it now. North, south. Sprint.
East, west.
I think I screwed that up.
Wait, why did people go back?
North, south were the safe spots.
Alright, so this is wide angle, so you would go to her, go to the orange tethers. You go to her. Tanks out. Oh! It's fine.
Now it gets goofy if someone dies there, so I'm gonna have to figure out like when I can move out. So I gotta get heals between woods. Actually, so the
Make sure, Oh, I'm sorry, Evie.
Oh no, go for it.
I was gonna say, make sure I'm seeing puddles that are like one's dropped here and one is dropped here. That cannot happen because in the later phases, where these 4 markers are going to be meteor markers, and it'll cover up the entire meteor. So one needs to be here, and if you're in the backside, it needs to be dropped back here.
Just for clarification,
So,
Jordan,
like,
you should only be
if
south
you're-
or west. You should never be north or east until you're running through.
There are 2 callouts. That's probably what he's saying.
Oh, I see.
But what I
see.
noticed was I dropped it really far back, and it was still there when she was starting her phaser mechanic. So I don't know how big the point blank AoE is. So it may or may not bonus. I don't know. We just died too early for me to see.
So
So it's something to keep in.
ideally with your tethers, like don't move from your tether spot until your tether is activated, because they're the same bramble tethers that were in Titania. So the further you are from it, the more you have to run to break it. The point...
Okay, so...
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I keep doing that. I keep...
It's okay. The point blank AoEs, once you figure out where they're coming from, the safe spot is max melee range in this, like, the safe range, right? So, like, if they're coming east-west, you can be south at max melee and you should not get burned,
So I'm
provided the
not
boss
talking
is perfectly middle.
Rainbow phasers.
Wait,
So
Smart.
I
Hang on. I already have it solved. I was wrong. We drop... You drop it here. Just everyone hit knockback. Just drop them here. Problem solved.
Okay.
What? Everyone?
Fair.
Yes. Well, no. The back people. So, like, if you're in the back, you just drop them on this side of it. If you're in the front, you drop it on this side of it. Problem solved. I mixed too many things up.
Okay.
That's on me.
Okay, so it doesn't overlap these meteors you're talking about, because that's why.
I guess not.
Okay.
Because that's what all these videos are showing.
Fair. Sounds good.
I do know the meteor circle is bigger than the thorn circle. I do know that. So let's check it out. My bad. Everyone knock back. I'm mixing up so many things.
It's okay. It's
No, I'm just kidding.
it's 20 minutes and we're okay, bud.
We'll figure it out. I mean, and it's day 1. We'll get it sorted.
No!
Well, fine then. Fuck you too. Clock.
Spread.
Come on, buddy.
Buster.
We don't need to GCD heal, Sabin. We can probably squeak by with like 10k HP. Lol.
Alright. When it reaches the F of Flood, you can hit your knockback and be safe. Positions. Knockback.
So wait for your tether. And then north and south is going to be the safe spot.
Sprint.
Some people seem slightly confused about where they're sprinting.
There shouldn't. So some of the issue I think is we're ending up on the wrong side for the rotate.
So ideally, you should be
because
rotating
tanks
to
and
where...
healers should be on the same side, and all DPS should be on the other side.
Correct. So when we figure out where the AoEs are coming from, so for that instance, north and south were safe, right? All DPS should have been south. All north and healers should have been... I'm sorry, tanks and healers should have been north. And then what you do is once the tethers come through, we're just switching sides. So DPS is going to run north, tanks and healers are going to run south. If east and west is called as the bad spots, no one should be running east or west. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can see the fucking rocks. I've guessed twice.
Also,
When I get
you can avoid some damage right when the animation for the thorn puddle comes out. Make sure you step off of it because it does tick you.
Yes.
So you can avoid some damage that way. Alright, try again.
Wait, so I rotated to AB and then I ran through, didn't I? Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, but there
Oh, you
were
were
some
at C.
people that were like, no. Where did you drop your puddle, Smurf?
At A.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
he was
should
right
have
behind
ended
me.
up at CD.
So I did do it right?
Sounds like
Yeah.
it.
Shouldn't he have gone north?
Okay.
Because
No,
He
he
was
would have
north. You
started
start
north.
and then you run through the boss.
Correct. Clock.
Spread.
token.
Well, we can go over it again, and then buddies.
Look at all that passive healing.
Yeah, as long as people are in the bubble, I think it should be fine. Bubble with like a Medica too. Easy clap.
Oh, I hate this shit.
Yeah, I'll stop running through like that. My bad.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, that's because it's like the weird Vogue Shirk thing. Alright. Go to your markers. Now.
Oh, I popped mine too late, I think. Oh, maybe not.
Move. Ooh, I
Sorry,
fucked up.
I ran forward. Okay, so east-west, so DPS is going to be south. You're going to start south. And then you're going to run north.
Go.
Run north.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to say tethers were goofy because I accidentally killed
All the
Nerva. Because I ran forward thinking I was going to
That's
get
fine.
back, knocked back. I'm sorry. All right, go to
Oops.
C. So she did the point blank on that one, and then there's the Tankbuster.
Hurts just a smidge.
Yes, do not run into a plant. Okay, are we cool? Does that make sense now? Are we good, everyone?
Yes, that makes way more sense now.
Okay.
Yeah, other than I have to apologize.
Just blame me. It's fine.
Say it again.
I'm tonight's
It's okay.
scapegoat.
Ninja writes to
I'm
the guides,
tonight's
and I
scapegoat.
figure out what Ninja tries to say. I'm sorry to run. I thought I didn't pop my knockback soon enough. That was my bad.
It makes sense in my head.
You're
Everything
thinking too
makes sense
far
in our own
ahead,
heads.
I think is what's happening.
If you guys check out the videos too, it is very clear on how they run them.
Yeah, there's 2 Twitch clips on there.
But I think everyone has it now, so we can just try it again.
Yes, and I'll try not to kill Nerva.
So I noticed that Sabin and I, we still had some time to split our thing, even though we were on the same side. So you can quickly break it and then quickly come back if someone has a death. So we can maybe start
Yeah.
it.
I do think, for the most part, like especially melee, I think you need to run to the wall to fully break it.
Yeah.
Buddies.
Buddies.
And then get ready for clock. Don't make Smarf mad by standing outside the bubble. He'll be very sad.
I mean, you just die.
I mean, that too.
Oh my god. I think she's gonna turn no matter what there.
That was better.
We're gonna have to play a game of how close can I get to Zed without dying in order to avoid that entirely.
I'm just being stealth with positional.
No.
But I have one right there.
Please.
Smarf
Yeah,
fast.
no, please.
Alright, and we're going east-west.
East-west.
So DPS is gonna be, yep, and now run through. Yeah, we definitely gotta make sure everyone's alive, because if everyone's not alive, it gets goofy.
Yeah. This is anti-air. So tanks can start out on this one, Zed.
When food gets here, can you get me a regular fork and knife, please?
So yeah, for anti-air, tanks can start out because the tank buster comes like right after she does her thing. So there's no point in running in, or we will kill everybody. Phaser, wide angle, we do need to go in.
Yeah, you move one more, Sardin. That's all you have to know.
Wait, we have to go in on the wide.
For wide angle, she does the giant cleave first, so you and I have to run to the wall first. And then we go out. You will take the north side, and you just run straight out from your group. And I don't know if you've seen it, they're pretty massive, so go to about half of the arena, and we need to give each other a pretty wide angle.
Aye.
And then anti-air, we start out, and then we go in. There we go.
The thing is, Jordan, is if you get tethered to tank or a healer, it won't be fine there. It might have worked out because Smurf was dead, but it definitely won't work out if everyone's alive. Clock?
Spread.
And Buddy.
Okay.
That's too close.
That's too close. We're learning. I figured now's an okay time to learn our too close or not. Woods positions.
Markcast. Oh, I moved way too soon. Fuck. Alright, north-south. Run through.
Surprise puddle.
Oh god.
Go north.
I just ran off.
Use air, so
this
out,
is tanks
out
out,
first.
but Zad's gonna
Don't
die.
be a melee. Don't
unless
be a melee.
you.
Oh, Jesus.
That was the tank buster.
Yeah.
That was the tank buster.
Okay, I think it was. I think it was like right here-ish was the magic spot for melee. We died a little too fast because I saw the point blank and I think we were just on the edge from my side.
Yeah, and I say for melee, you cannot be in max melee. Max melee is too close. You do have to disengage from the boss on that one because it's too big of an AoE, sadly. Like whatchamacallit all over again. E2 with the slashies. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, there we go.
Well, goodbye to this macro because it's now being replaced.
Oh wait, I had something as though I could do our countdowns because they decided to give us all this bullshit. Where is it?
I'll give it a second because Nerva had to give him a sec.
5.
Okay, so
4. Hang on, it's coming. 3.
Oh Lord, that's a really slow countdown.
So versus the what's the raid strat thing is the one on the opposite side.
Yeah, all the markers are not placed properly.
Okay.
One should be north, and then we would
Because
have
actually,
2,
I think
3,
all
4.
the other ones are matching.
Yeah.
That's because I never finished setting up markers.
Damn it, Inza.
Oh.
You are clown shoes.
I am not clown shoes.
This is too many markers. Thank you. Are they supposed to be hanging off the edges?
I don't fucking know.
This one.
I don't know. Just
Trying my
asking.
best.
I still love you. Don't worry.
Just for that, it's gonna hang off the edge now.
Why are 1 and 3 not center?
It should really give you a countdown. Oh, I slipped.
Mom, they're being mean to me again. I mean, it's my fault, but still.
It's pool.
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's get. Are the markers?
Trap 3. I want to see people fall down.
Okay. We're saving them. Farewell, Eden. Fulmination.
A question: when the plants land, are the rocks already glowing before that?
Yes. Well, not before.
Okay.
They do it about the same time.
Okay.
You just want to make sure that you're not.
Uh-oh. Why is go for Pokeballing?
You just want to make sure that a tether is not above you, right? So, like, I don't know. If there's a tether above you, that means you need to rotate so you can see both tethers.
Yeah, I think the easiest thing is rotate clockwise. If you see a tether still above you, rotate one more, and then you're good. That's the easiest heuristics for it.
I do see it.
Yeah, you did. You're pokeballing.
First time in the new place. Yeah.
Aww.
Yay!
Tell me.
Did they manage to like get in?
This is a pretty cool arena. It's like a giant.
Oh,
cube.
interesting. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I like that it changes too.
You're out, go
I
for
couldn't
it.
figure. I couldn't figure out how to. I have all the background images for Toolbox, but I, for the life of me, cannot fucking figure out how Toolbox works.
It's kind of complicated.
And I feel like I'm too smooth-brained to do it, so I steal other people's toolboxes and then I put our icons on it. Because I really wanted to make it myself, but I couldn't. I couldn't figure it out. And then I found a guide, and like the dude on YouTube that was doing it, it was just the absolute worst. Everything about it was terrible. The only thing it was missing was like unregistered hypercam at the top.
The problem with Toolbox is you have to have like a timeline already, and you have to know like everything in the order in which they go, which is kind of difficult, and you have to like plug all that stuff in. Welcome back, Goofy.
Motherfucking Toolbox.
All right.
Here we go.
Wait.
I should probably get my fairy out.
Spread.
Clock. Maybe. This Art of Darkness shit comes at a terrible spot in my rotation. Feels bad. Ooh, food.
Got Jordan.
Almost that bone, Jordan.
For some reason, Dance Partner came undone.
Because he
Oh, because he DC'd.
Because Gopher left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart cast.
Oh, I was late. It's good.
Okay, north, south are your safe spots.
Healing. Oh shit.
I couldn't. I wonder.
Are we too
I think we're
close?
starting too close. Yes. I think that would be it. This is anti-air, so tank's outside.
Because I had to jump off the fucking ledge to break my other tether.
I used Sentinel and Heart of Stone, and that still hit me for 92k. That is spicy. Yeah, I think we need to start like max melee at the absolute minimum. I know I'm scooting in too far because I had to go to here to break my tether.
Smarf, you were the furthest in our group. Did you break yours successfully?
So hang on.
The edge. So.
Fucking Smarf. Before you jumped off the edge, Smarf, did your tethers break?
But look at this clip. This is part of the video. They're actually like both groups are stacked in the hitbox.
Fascinating.
Indeed.
Well, that would make sense because if they are like Titania tethers, remember the closer you are, the easier it is to break. The less running you have to do.
True. true.
Their puddles are pretty close together. Should I be getting closer too?
I think it's like, as long as they tether to your side, like the D tether should tether to South Group, and it doesn't tether to someone else. I think it doesn't matter, because it's essentially they pick who to tether, right? So as long as it's kind of just picks up the
whatever
right
puddles you're closest to.
So it just might be positioning if all of us are. Oh, go for Pokeballing. If all of us that are in the same spot, so breaking our tethers all at the same time? Question mark. And yeah,
It seems like
maybe that too. Like if we're closer to start, maybe that will also
Yeah.
break up easier.
so we should get up in that. But then But then we would be further from the puddles, so I guess it's kind of a make sure you're not too close, because then you're too far from the puddles.
Yeah, because
it's
it
just
looks like
hug the hitbox.
yeah, it looks like even though they're on the boss,
be
they're
on the
just
ring.
on the ring of the hitbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the ring. They still had to go to the edge to break it, but they looked okay because they all tethered to the right spot. Poor Goph.
He dropped out of Discord too. I wonder if something's up. Oh, he's back. At least it's being nice enough to Pokeball him after the attempts instead of during.
Mm-hmm.
Cyberpunk delisted from PSN.
You're out, Gopher. Also, wow.
Yeah, was waiting for that. Because they kind of threw Sony under the bus, saying that they would give refunds without talking to Sony.
Oops.
So now Sony is giving refunds, but it's delisted until further notice.
Probably has to be some under the table we're sorry fun.
Well, yeah, because Cyberpunk said they're going to refund PS4 and Xbox, whatever the fuck, before the most recent ones came out, because of how bad it's performing, right? But then Sony said, we're not giving refunds for PS4 because you didn't talk to us. And then there was a whole big deal about how Sony's now the bad guy. And then Sony
they
finally...
also had that investor call. Where like the Cyberpunk executives were like, or all the shareholders was like, what the hell are you talking about? Are we doing anything special for refunds? And they're like, no, we're not doing anything special for refunds.
We're going. I accidentally hit the button.
I hope everyone's here. Yeah, no, it's... Sony's not too happy with CD Projekt Red right now, I'm sure.
I would say a lot of people aren't happy with CD Projekt Red. When
I mean, if you have a computer.
Saw a comment section on Reddit, and someone was like, maybe they can hire Yoshi P and we'll get a Cyberpunk A Realm Reborn.
And everyone thinks they can do that now.
Clock.
Spread.
And buddies.
Hey.
Nice.
It's getting a little better. A little smoother.
Jordan, is it possible to save Samba for that cast right there?
Yep.
Smart cast? Because it seems to hit really hard.
It's not necessary. You could if you want.
Alright, we're going east-west, east-west. Run through.
Yeah, so I'm getting caught with this other tether.
Oh yeah, Smurf has the wrong side's tether.
Yeah, Jordan had his own tether.
This
that
is
didn't wanna break.
anti-air. Tanks out. Tanks out. Tanks out.
Remember, do not be max melee. Be all the way out if you're melee. Watch the cleave. Watch the cleave. You definitely
Cleave,
should
you
not have
say.
gotten hit by that. You were standing right on top of me, but I think it snapshotted you.
All right, red one would be here.
I'll help Rez in just a
Or that
second.
one, isn't it?
I didn't have anything I could hit you with there, Smurf. This should be the other phaser, if I remember right.
You just watch it happen.
Nope. This is the cleave. So you
so
see how
get
one side's
this.
glowing? You would go to the other side, and now her body's gonna glow. Or this is buddies. So we have to do buddy system and dodge the cleave. Dodge the cleave, go to your spot.
Oh.
Cleave seems to also
Dodge the
knock
cleave.
you back, so there's no forgiveness on that.
And so now she's doing the other phaser. So this will always be the opposite of the first phaser.
I did it.
And then, but
We did it, go. Last two standing.
Proud of you guys.
here we go.
Okay, so might need to be maybe a little bit more than max melee then for the stack. So that way we don't accidentally get like weird tethers. Jordan, I think you're gonna have to not put your thing back in the corner. I think that's what screwed you up.
Yeah, everyone should be doing knockback there.
Buddies? Oh, I fucked up my melee combo, son of a bitch. And clock. Oh, Gopher's DCing again. There's definitely something going on.
God damn it. I stuttered. I hesitated.
I looked at that very skeptically.
I was like, no, I could do it. I could do it.
Oh shit, that's the one I'm supposed to.
Yep.
Well,
If you can, you should have time to move up, Smurfcast, like when you get knocked back.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just forgot.
Alright, east west?
oh,
Surprise!
Go fuck this up.
Yeah. Now run through. Watch Gopher's puddle.
I did it.
oh,
I tried to go off the edge.
I could not break that
Hold me.
tether. I got tethered to A, which is correct. And I could not break it.
Yeah, neither of you could break it. Maybe you were still too close to the boss.
I guess. We'll get it sorted out.
It might have been Gopher?
Gopher's puddle was
No.
the A, so.
Gonna restart. What are all these toolbox links from Jordan?
People say they didn't see the toolbox.
Jordan making sure
Oh.
people had the right toolbox.
I was like, what the fuck? I hadn't looked at that channel.
So,
Or Gopher. I
so
feel
in mine, I'm going to say Smarf's defense. I looked at it again. The first one doesn't say what toolbox it is. The second one I thought was an update of the first one.
Yeah,
The
of
first one
course.
says what it is.
Do we want to
Because you
take like a
said-
5?
Because
Yeah, it's like 5.
Also, the toolbox is posted at the very first link in the guide.
so this is updated with our group makeup and icon.
Yeah. And so that was December 12th.
And then I was like,
and
and then the next one was December 16th.
2 days
and I was
later.
like, oh, so it's got the toolbox, the pug strat square stuff in it now. Awesome.
No, it was just for squares.
Oh.
I'm still sticking by. It's the top link in the shitty guide.
It says toolbox for pug square struts.
I blame Ninja.
Okay.
I'll be right
I
back real
blame
quick.
Gopher's internet.
Yo, Gopher's internet is like, what the fuck right now? I feel bad for him.
Yeah, so with the way they do it in the Twitch clip, they here, I'm gonna change markers. This might also help with some positioning.
Before those tethers come out from the sides,
Okay.
do the walls glow or anything, or do we just have to wait until she launches them?
Which tethers?
The rocks.
So once we drop our puddles,
There are two
The tethers
purple
that are
tethers coming
tethered to
from her
her?
to rocks on the outside, yes.
Right, but when?
but like when
When the
she's
puddles
casting
drop.
that, does it show anything on the, or do we have to wait for the puddles to drop?
That's when the puddles drop.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so I moved the markers in, and we are now using the squares. So this might also help our problem. So now we just use the corners of the squares, ranged a little bit further out. So like range maybe like here,
Okay.
and then melee can stand on the corner of the square.
Okay.
And that should help.
Like where Celine is, or the corner.
That would be melee. You would be here.
Right. That's what I mean.
So you can't see it now, but you see how there's like a little square underneath me?
Mm-hmm.
Or you won't be able to see it when it happens, but there's this little square right here. That's the range square.
Sounds good.
So this will move, so that'll put the range puddle where the melee puddle used to be.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense because now the fact that we're in their hitbox will now catch these two.
Yeah. And we're being in her hitbox right before we start running with the tethers, right?
We're standing on her ring. So let's go with outer ring, right? Where Celine is right now. Like the outer ring. Welcome back. We changed one thing.
Yes.
So now we move the markers in a little bit. So you see these little squares right here?
Yeah.
Like underneath me? That'll be the ranged position now.
Okay.
So this will put it so the ranged puddle is where the melee puddle used to be.
Okay.
So everything's closer, which should help us break tethers.
Yeah, actually looking at it now, it looks like the edge of the ranged puddle is like right here, and the melee puddle is a little bit closer.
Yeah. And well, and we won't be able to. The floor changes, so we wouldn't even be able to see those squares, anyways.
Are you alive, Gopher?
I hope so.
Did you stop downloading porn? Or sanitized porn now, I guess.
Who downloads porn these days? And you only get sanitized porn from Pornhub. It's like the X-Hamster or whatever.
Hamster did the
That's a
same
name
thing.
I haven't heard in a long time.
They scrubbed that too.
Really?
Yep, X and XX, though I believe it's safe.
F in chat for the hamster. This is why people download porn. Okay. That's actually a good reason to probably download porn these days. Ooh, I got dance partner.
Check your foods. Here we go. Should I use chicken fettuccine instead of sausage and sauerkraut? I'm gonna keep sausaging just to get rid of my sausage. I'm almost out.
Hoi.
So many sausages in your
Eating
mouth,
that
Ninja.
sausage.
I fucking love sausage. You can joke all you want. I don't give a shit. Sausage fucking
No,
rocks.
sausage is very tasty.
Big fat juicy ones.
Absolutely.
Wasn't that an
Some sauerkraut in there.
99?
Ugh.
Ixnay to the sauerkraut.
Go off about sausage and then deny the sauerkraut.
He's denying the best. He's denying the only thing that needs to be denied out of that entire package.
buddies.
Sauerkraut is disgusting.
I thought you were gonna leave me hanging, Jordan.
I got you.
I mean, if anything, I think Jordan would be the one to die, not you.
I do have that tank privilege.
Is something broken, Sabin? Why are you taking so much damage?
I don't know.
He's not getting curing vaults in between there.
Oh, Gopher, we changed positions for the,
New positions.
Huddles.
New positions here.
You're gonna
just
be in front of the
no, he's
three.
fine.
No,
Just-
it's okay. It's okay. He just does his thing.
I was like, Gopher's good.
Okay, north-south.
Touch the ring.
Run.
Oh, fuck.
Okay,
Hey.
yes,
Much
that works
better.
much better.
Yeah.
Actually, your max melee.
Oh, motherfuck.
This is wide angle.
Wide angle?
I'm on the wrong side.
Well, you need to be on
Oh,
this
I'm not
side.
gonna
You
make it.
can't. Yeah, that side's dead.
Out.
Okay, that didn't happen like I thought it would.
All res, you just,
I need to check something.
Yeah, because I started moving out and I got killed.
Yes. I need to double check something. Maybe what I read was incorrect.
Next phaser.
No,
Cleave.
go to B, go to
Yeah.
B, go to B, go to B. And then buddies.
Stack.
Buddies.
So dodge, cleave, and then buddies.
Save and save me.
Okay. Oh
That's
hey,
it.
I can take it by myself. Nice.
To be
Something,
buddies in the same
tank
spot as the
privilege.
first.
Hang
Yeah,
on.
buddies will have to be at the Cardinals, so she'll have to be repositioned for that.
I want to see if I can how much this deals with this.
Enough to kill you.
I think I got both. Okay, let me check wide angle because that didn't make sense. What just
So-
happened?
Wide angle is the cone, and then it's the tanks, and then it's the outer. So you're gonna have to run.
Right, but what
go ahead.
happened was Zad took the Buster doesn't look the same, and so this is what I'm curious about. Hang on.
Okay. Gopher's still having troubles.
Yeah, so the toolbox says that it's the same Buster for wide angle, but it didn't look the same, right? Zad, it looked like a beam.
Yeah. It wasn't like the circular orb things.
So maybe. Yeah, because the toolbox, I'm correct according to the toolbox, but what just happened was not what we just saw on the toolbox. So let me look at this Twitch clip in here.
I mean,
Like animation-wise is what I'm talking about, not order of mechanics. Order of
Right,
mechanics
right.
were correct, but
I mean, yeah, because then I guess you can just be on, like, pointing the busters out and still be hitting her if it's a line.
Okay. So for wide angle, like let's say it's at C. Okay, we're gonna go here. Well, you would be up, right? So you stay. So we'd go here and then just run to where these markers are. And it's just like a line attack that comes off of her. So as long as the party stays on the side, we'll just angle the line attacks that come from her. It's not the circle AoE, which is where the toolbox baits me. So we don't need to go as far out because they're just beam attacks.
Yeah, that would
And then
make
we go
sense
back in.
because if it was the same buster, like you have a high chance of clipping the party.
Okay, you know, look at that. We learned something.
Wait.
Nothing changes for anyone but me or Zed there.
Why aren't we doing relative to boss?
I don't know, because you clowns nixed it. So I was like, okay. That's what I was asking. Like,
Okay, well, let's do relative to boss. That's fine.
I mean, is it really that hard? You're either on the right side of the boss or you're on the left side of the boss, regardless of where she is.
Yeah, because
like if I'm looking at the boss, I'm on the right. So are we talking? This is why I don't like doing relatives, because my mind gets fucked. So when we say right or left of boss, is it if she's facing this way, is this the right side, or do we face her and is this the right side? That's where I get confused.
If she's facing this way and we're looking at her, like she's on C.
Wait, if she's facing no. Stand where she would be and face the way she is. Because that's where I get confused.
Okay, so if she's on A
if she's
right
Smarf.
now,
So Smarf is.
if she is
Let's-
Smarf,
There we go.
we go this way. So this is right. Because looking at her,
So it's not the direction she's facing, it's facing her.
it's facing her.
Okay, so in that case, I'm on the left side. If she's where Smarf is, I would be here.
Yes.
So levy groups again.
Yes.
Okay.
Except we have Gopher instead of Coco.
So people on me would be me, AV, Minerva, and Smarf.
Yes.
And so we're always on her left side.
Yes.
Which is actually her right side. This makes no fucking sense to me.
Her
I'm
right
gonna go
side.
with it. Right, but everyone says that I'm on the left side. That's why I'm confused.
We're thinking of it not from a tank perspective. We're thinking of it from facing her perspective.
Yeah.
But if it's a tank perspective, I'm facing her, so I'm on the left side. But if it's boss relative, it'd be where she's facing, so I'd be on the right side.
We're always going to be coming towards her, so it'll be the right side from us looking at her.
Be your left or
Right,
right.
but now you and I are talking about two different things because we're on two different sides.
No, replace right with left for you.
Right.
No, left.
Correct.
This is why boss relative terms confuse the ever living fuck out of me. Because some people boss relative with how she's facing, which is what I would think boss relative
is boss relative,
right?
yeah.
Because you're the boss. So then I'm on
Then
the right
what
side.
Jordan and you guys are describing is actually not boss relative.
This is why I get so goddamn confused. I know I'm gonna go to the right spot every time. That's not the issue here.
Let's just define it in our group's terms. So
Guys,
for
here's the
our
thing.
group,
Boss relative would be if you are the boss. Where's the boss?
Okay, so
facing?
look at this picture. She is actually. This is what we should be doing, right? So we're actually like we're supposed to be here. This is from the toolbox itself.
What?
No, he's back in. So here's the thing. So when the boss turns to do the skills, right? She is going to be facing in. So if she were doing boss relative, then Zad's group would be left, and Ninza's group would be right. Not when you're running
See,
towards
that
the
makes
boss
sense to me.
looking at her, because that's not boss relative. When you're looking at the boss, that's player relative.
The whole reason you use
Avian
is when a boss is moving around and you want to have a consistent directional system.
Correct.
Right, it's just... It's fine. Do we all know where we're going?
Player relative or boss relative?
I swear to fucking God right now, I'm about to lose my shit. I'm gonna start yelling. I'm gonna start pounding my hand in an authoritative manner.
Yeah, no.
By the way, I think C is off center. Oh, never mind. It just looks off center from looking at it this way.
Are we ready?
Let's go for here.
So sorry, Minerva.
Yeah.
I'm having the time of my motherfucking life. We had the
You wanna know
same.
what the worst part of this is? The way my brain works when I see this mechanic is I'm on the bottom side of the boss. I don't know why, but that's what I know, and it's working. Here we go.
At least our group is entertaining.
The other issue I have with like relative stuff is, in general, since I main tank a lot, I always have to do like, you know, right side is my left, right?
It's
so
like Cruise Chaser.
I have all that backward shit.
Let's say that guy.
The only boss relative I ever actually care for is boss's true north. That's the only one I really actually care about.
Yeah, that one's easy to deal with.
Buddies.
Because you go to your spot for wherever the boss is.
Correct.
And you just use her circle as your indicator.
Correct.
This is the same.
Gopher, do I need to buy you a new wireless router or wireless adapter for Christmas?
Oh, come on! That was perfect!
I shouldn't have waited so long. But I moved.
Sorry I keep down. I'm really trying to figure this out to make Gopher's life easier there.
You mean sad?
We'll get it.
Marcus.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it is Gopher.
Alright, we are going east-west.
One more.
Make sure you're max melee. Go.
Oh, someone has the wrong side tether.
That would be me. Oh no, fuck off.
Yeah, see? That's what happened to me last time. So, to get over there, I can't get my tether.
So that's either me moving too late or the other group not moving fast enough to their spot. My guess is it's going to be the other group not moving fast enough to their spot.
Even though you were tethered to my puddle?
Correct, because ideally the tethers for the rocks should go out and we should be moving to those safe spots like as the wood tethers are coming out.
So I might just be moving... I might be moving too early.
You move when the tethers form, right? You don't actually, like, when the purple shit is out, you still stay standing.
You need to move when the debuff hits you. The thorn debuff will hit you.
Like, as soon as someone says east-west or north-south, I dash over to the position. So
Okay.
I'm definitely moving way too early.
But I don't think it snaps then, right? Because you're moving in
No,
place. That's fine.
Yeah, you're moving. So it'll snap the purple circles. Lance will drop. We go to the correct positions, right, for the tethers. The purple circles are underneath us, and then we all get hit with the debuff, the thorn debuff, and that's when you sprint and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as long as someone isn't moving ahead there, we should be, like, the tether should snap to the right.
Hold off on my dash for like a half a second. Because I still think that my dash is screwing it up.
Okay, you do you.
Skirp.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because you shouldn't have gotten my tether.
Yeah, no, the group
My
of you
tether
should
should
have
have
gotten it.
broken.
Now, like, if we were to get your tether at south and we were moving north, that would be fine. Because we're supposed to get the tether there.
Yeah, but my tether should break by the time I run over to stack with everybody. Because I'm going to the opposite side of the arena.
Right.
Spread.
Spread.
Oh god. I misclicked.
Uh-oh.
And again.
Oh god.
You're dead.
Zad, how could you?
Angry
Great
Pikachu
Zad
face.
betrayal.
Zad just double betrayed me.
Tried to fix the original.
Marchcast. East west.
So move choice.
So Jordan, you should already be over here.
Yeah, that's why.
Max
So
melee.
I think Jordan got confused. So we're moving to the safe spot.
Wide angle.
Wide angle.
You did. Ninja.
I might be dead.
But where's the
I've
rest
been
of our
doing
team?
it right the entire time. I don't know what
Okay.
the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, go for it.
I moved out.
So that does not. That seems like a hit the group can take. Cause we definitely got laser beamed on your side, Ninja.
Can you res? Can you res? We have a thing coming.
Yes.
Oh, we're dead.
We're not dead yet.
We're dead from this.
Not if it's
Unless
spread.
it's spread.
Depends on.
Okay, good to see.
Alright. Dodge first and then go
Oh, hey, look, it's spread.
to buddies.
You sure that's buddies?
That's buddies.
Did her? Oh, it is. I didn't see her things light up. It looked like her body was lighting up
I
from where I was
killed my
standing.
buddy.
I was all turned around, Zad. Don't worry about it.
Wait, was I not supposed to stack?
You were.
Okay, I
You
was
were.
like, wait,
I made the wrong call out.
I
okay.
wasn't listening to you.
That's smart.
AV,
No, I saw the two orbs. Okay.
I think what you got hit by is there is lasers that hit the group and the tanks.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's like a two-part mechanic. So
Got it,
healers
okay.
get targeted with a stack mechanic while tanks get targeted with a buster mechanic.
Okay.
I just rewatched the clip. They look the exact same.
Got it. Okay, so just to clarify for the roots, because I think Smarf confused Jordan. When you drop your puddles, like, you know, you can obviously move out of your puddle, right? Right as soon as the puddles drop, she's gonna tether to the rocks. Okay, and these are the purple tethers. As soon as those purple tethers go out, move to either north-south or east-west. This is before the bramble tethers go out. You need to be north-south or east-west before the brambles go out. Because if you are not in your correct spot before the brambles come out, someone is going to get an incorrect tether.
So I'm gonna steal just 2 markers real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
I got. Wait. I don't know if I updated my save. Okay,
I'm
go.
pretty sure you did.
Okay.
Just in case.
So if I drop mine at 1,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I move to 2,
Okay.
that tether is pretty far, and it's not
You will
going to
not
break
be
by the time I
tethered.
run
You will
across.
not be tethered to 1 if you are at 2. The only time you should ever be tethered to
It's-
1 is when we are south. Because you should be over
Well,
at 2
It
before
tethers
those
to whoever's
tethers.
closest to that puddle.
Correct. You should be at 2
Oh,
before those
okay.
brambles come out.
I thought it tethered.
Yeah,
to
it
the
doesn't
one
matter
that-
what puddle is dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all relative to
That's
which one
that's
you're
where I was
closest
getting
to.
confused. I was like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
would
yeah,
I do? Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so, okay. We good?
I was very confused.
Oh,
Pokeball.
Gopher's Pokeballing again.
Sorry.
This is not a good
Wait,
night for
why do you
Gopher.
not want me to pick up my tether?
Yeah, no, you should be at 2.
Because you don't need to.
Yeah, so ideally, like when we're over here, we should be getting the tethers from 1 and 4. And then the group at B will be getting the tethers from 2 and 3. So
That makes a lot more sense.
yeah, so if for whatever reason, like say what happened last time, or not last time, the time before, and I got your tether, even though I was supposed to be at 2, that is either someone from the B side not moving fast enough over to there before the tether's getting there, or me running too slow.
Gotcha. Okay. It's
You're out,
now a lot clearer.
Yes. Hopefully a lot clearer for everyone else too.
Do we want to go ahead and reset while he's saying?
Might not be a bad idea.
Okay. Oh, but Saban and I were about to go to class.
I'll get some water real quick.
Yeah.
Could probably try for another half hour. And if Gopher's thing is still DCing, we'll probably call it at 11.
Either my wireless adapter.
That's definitely something, because you just cut out on Discord.
Just let us know when you're back in, Gopher.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What did you need with allegory?
Spirit extracts, I think is what they're called. Yes.
Okay.
Gonna get 2k worth.
Yeah, once I hit cap.
That's good
Return
because
to giving them all to AB.
I made like 45 pots for everyone, right? And I went through like more than half of what you guys had already given me because it's 2 per pot.
Whoa.
Yeah, instead of 1.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I was planning on making more pots, but I was like, maybe I'll wait until I buy some more.
I mean, like, we could probably still just use last year pots for now, regardless.
That's what I'm doing.
Unless you're a tryhard who uses their pots in extremes.
Are you potting?
No one we know would ever do that.
I don't even do that. I don't give a shit about my extreme parses.
Zero
No,
left from last year.
there were a couple times where like I was getting mad at Emerald Weapon and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna pot. I do it to look extra try-hardy to pugs, too, actually, when I demolish them in DPS. It was really funny. Oh boy, who's sending me mail? Thank you, Jordan and Smurf. Yeah, I'll definitely make more this weekend, because my new person started this week, so I'm finally getting to train my replacement 2.5 months later.
They're building a snowman tower at Fort Job.
Must be a hunt train going.
Yeah, they're about to get started. Or they're about to call it anyway.
The fucking snowman mount is so good.
I love that your character hides inside of it.
I mean, sauerkraut is no good sad.
Excuse me. It's one of my 4 pillars. Blue cheese, sauerkraut, olives.
I only heard one good thing out of those 3.
I would say you said 4 pillars, but only named 3 things.
What was the last one?
The unspeakable.
The unspeakable?
What? What's the unspeakable?
I don't know. I'm thinking of the 4th thing.
McRibs.
You can change to 3 pillars, buddy.
McRib is the 4th thing.
Is it its own food group?
Oh, Deacon's asking for it.
Zad, I love blue cheese. I feel like we're a very rare breed.
Why would you
I
eat
love
extra
blue
moldy
cheese,
cheese?
too. So are you saying the only thing you liked in the 3 things that Zad said was olives?
Yeah.
I haven't been listening. What 3 things?
Blue cheese, sauerkraut, and olives.
Yeah, fuck all that. I'll take black olives. Maybe green.
Yeah. Same.
That's it.
The black
Blue cheese
olives
is
are the
gross.
most basic one. There's so many good ones.
I'm fine with pineapple on pizza if there's meat with it. If it's just pineapple with
and
no
pepperoni.
ham, get the fuck out of here.
How about pineapple and pepperoni?
Be alone.
No.
Yeah.
Pineapple and ham is the only acceptable. Oh, hey, let's play a game real fast. I'm gonna type a word in chat, and I want you all to say it.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. Scallop.
Scallop?
Scallop.
No one
Or-
says scallop.
Scallop?
As a lot of older people do.
Yeah,
Or
some people say it with a long A.
Well, that's why I was curious. So do you say scallop or scallop?
Scallop.
Scallop?
Scallop.
I'm just curious. Water.
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 I feel like this is gonna
Okay,
be
what
like
about,
a West Coast versus an East Coast dialect thing. Wooter.
What about that?
Roof.
Roof.
You see, I knew there would be someone that says it like a goddamn heathen. Rough. Ah! I
Yeah,
had a
my dad
roommate-
says water with an R in it. Water. Or
I had a
worse, the
roommate
car.
who would say roof, and he kept talking about the roof of our property, and I sat there in like disbelief for like 3 minutes because I did not understand what the fuck he was talking about, and he kept going, the roof, the rough, and he started pointing up, and I'm like, what the fuck is a rough, man? Oh my, it was embarrassing for me.
And him.
Wash. Oh, here's another one.
The wash the car with a water.
Milk?
Milk?
First, I'm gonna say milk.
Milk. Yeah. No milk.
My old roommate used to say milk.
Milk.
I'm like,
yeah.
there's no E.
It's like people will say like pillow instead of pillow. Crown.
Crown.
Mispronounced crown.
Yeah, how do you mispronounce crown?
Like a
Probably
crayon.
like crone.
Did you just say crayon?
Yeah, similar
Those
to
people are
crayon.
just dumb.
Crown?
Okay, that's like people that would say like bagel instead of bagel.
Bagel.
I think that's like
Chili bagel.
Bagel
Say
is
bag-
acceptable.
I say
Bagel?
Bagel.
Absolutely
I
not.
say bagel, but like whenever we talk, I always say bagel with Jenny.
I say bagel to annoy the fuck out of my students.
Ooh, I got another one.
Could be your dub.
Ada has one.
Oh. Root.
Root?
Route.
There are
Root.
some people who say route. I know that one for sure.
Route.
Route and root.
Raccoon?
Raccoon.
How can you miss
Raccoon?
raccoon?
See, I say raccoon. I say it like Zed, and I know I say it wrong. But it's
Must be the
I can't
Texan in
stop.
you.
Raccoon.
Called them trash pandas.
Let's call them the
True.
coons.
And a pecan.
I waffle on pecan and pecan. I say it both ways.
It depends on like I like saying pecan, like pecan pie. But if it's like pecan sandy, I like saying that.
Yeah, pecan.
The old man. A crick.
I say creek.
Creek.
But my parents say crick.
Yeah, crick. I always get laughed at.
These have been Ada's suggestions the last two.
It's awesome.
She's very much enjoying this.
Here we go. Check food.
I just want to get like the phaser part at least correct. And that'll be our prog for the night.
We haven't gotten to the hard part yet.
Nope. We've had some technical difficulties and mechanic
hard-
goofies.
Is
Sorry.
Squares.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Yeah. Musical squares.
All this stuff kind of just repeats with like Art of Darkness getting like
Buddies.
one or two extras. And then there's a clone variant of Art of Darkness, but we have the dummy proof strat in the guide, so we can do it that way.
I don't know. We're kind of dummies sometimes.
Don't forget, is boss relative north or?
Oh my god.
Is it your clock or my clock?
Gopher, would it be easier if I dodged it the other way?
I don't even. It's been fun, but
Smartcast.
Oops, I was a little
What?
too close.
Alright, so go to your spot. Go to your spot.
Is that why I just got dicked on?
And
Holy
now
shit.
run through. Yeah, something happened. Jordan got a weird
Oh.
tether again.
Saban's dead.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. This is air, so out.
To your spots, to your
Out, out, out,
spots.
out. And then I'll res Jordan in just a second. Actually, let me get Saban first. Actually, focus on healing. I'll get all three.
Okie dokie. We have a raid wide coming up.
Addles out.
Then watch what he does with the thingy Art of Darkness.
Go to north.
Cleave.
And then remember to go to your buddy spots. Go for his DCing.
Hey, new buddy.
That's gonna be a question of, are we gonna reface her north, or is she gonna be north for that?
So, are you asking if it's gonna be true north or boss relative?
I am, because technically speaking, you fucks are in my spot, but...
We should, hang on. The easiest way to do it is to just boss relative on that one. Like,
okay.
If you're always on the south side of the boss, and it's mainly because the tanks don't have a choice. So, like, you always have to do, like, boss relative on that.
I mean, you could, like, reorient her before the cleave goes out, but that might be too difficult.
It's hard with all the thorn puddles, to be honest.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
why I'm like,
you gotta
whatever,
pull
don't worry
around
about it.
Yeah, so, like, we'll just pull her straight out of the wall, and then just reorient yourself that way.
See, but
But
here's
it
the
should
thing,
always
Smarf.
just be
On that
the
one,
clock number on it.
that makes more sense to be boss relative than your fucking, are you gonna be on her left, or are you gonna be on her right?
I saw you move over in a spot, and I was like,
Yeah. I'm just teasing, by the way, Smarf. Not actually bad.
I'm so mad right now.
You be salty, you little fucking reindeer piece of shit.
So mad.
Who is wearing the clown
Sad.
shoes
Are you
now?
gonna desk Chan?
He's got the clown fucking nose.
And the clown shoes, look at him.
They're clown hooves.
I miss Gopher in his reindeer outfit, and then he does this little stupid dance.
Actually, Smarf is the size of a shoe, so he is definitely clown shoes.
Clown sneakers.
That's a good thing we got Sunday and then possibly Monday, so.
Yeah.
Did you already leave?
No, we're still here.
Try one more time.
You got till 10 o'clock your time to fix your shit. I'm just
It's
kidding.
not going to. I decided to figure out what the problem.
Yeah, like, I can't tell. You said your router's fine, and you're not plugged into your router right now, correct? Because you're on wireless. Yeah, it's
I'm on
definitely
that
your
board.
connection, because you were cutting out, like, bad on Discord.
Yeah, I think it's either the adapter or front.
Yep.
But I plugged it into the USB on my keyboard, so I'm gonna find out.
It's okay. We have the power of friendship right now.
I already ordered another adapter.
Leave.
At my parents' house, I had a really good luck with an internal PCI wireless adapter. Gopher.
I just spent like $80.
There you go.
Alright.
Yeah, if I had to be on wireless, that would definitely be my go-to. Everyone here?
Slowly running out of fish.
Oh darn, whatever will you do?
Go to Papota's.
You'll get fat off of potato salad. Wait, if Smarf eats potato salad, is that like cannibalism?
Yes.
Well, that's not the best bubble.
Your bubble's a little crooked there.
Spread.
Buddies. Beanie, I don't know how you do keto, because mashed potatoes are fucking delicious. Like, I think potatoes and rice are the two major carbs I eat. I don't even eat that much bread these days. So, like, because I realized after, like, thinking about what I eat.
Are you taking autos during the run, Zed?
Smartcast? Okay, east
Go
west.
twice.
And go. Nice, those look like good tethers. Excellent.
Nice.
That's a lot more sense when we do it correctly.
Yes.
Wide angle.
Go, go, go. Get on our sides. Out. Nicely done.
Nice. Nice. Raid wide.
Ooh, yeah, Zed, you're gonna want to run her. Just like center yourself and then run through.
Okay. So remember, if it is buddies,
Realize that way too late.
relative to the boss.
Yeah.
Okay, towards C.
And we're swapping position for buddies.
Yeah, I'll be south.
Hey, Joe.
That was clock. That was definitely not buddies.
Oh, I don't know. So
I saw it and I was like,
I was like, oh, well, it feels like it. I'm sure Ninja will catch it, because I'm not paying attention right now. That didn't happen.
sorry, and Zed and I were trying to figure stuff
Oh,
out.
you're good. That was a good run, though.
I think the Inder card knows it's going to be very tight for them because they have to still dodge the circles. So they really need the boss really needs to be centered, I guess.
Yeah, so if the boss is centered, they can be in the hitbox in front of the puddles in their, like, catty corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to see if there's enough time to be out and then get to her and then pull her mid.
I mean, worst case scenario, main tank can stay out and just be centered mid. If it's that one without the cleave in the cleave last, I should say.
That was that.
Well,
that was that scenario right there. Because, like, I can't get mid. There's thorns in the way.
What you do is when the animation for the circle AoE goes out, you just run to the middle and then you just run straight. Like I ended up with main tank one time there because you died, and so you run in through the animation of the circle AoE and then you just run straight.
So
and then you just have a straight line to pull her through.
Is Zed always going to be tanking there?
Yes.
No!
Yes.
So I still stack with Ninja, but we're going to be south this time, right?
No, you stack with Zed. Zed and I are the only two people that swap.
Okay, so I'm still north. Okay.
Oh.
No one else changes positions there but me and Zed.
Okay. So the pole is right on the inside of this little point.
Well, that was tasty. There's like no room in the trash can.
Here we go.
Good science, Jordan.
Oh, hi.
Talk. Sure, I'll eat them. considering Carl's Jr. didn't give me my onion rings the other day because they're jerks.
Oh, fuck.
Smurfcast? North south? Easy clap one. Go.
Nice, nice.
Done.
Anti-air. Tanks out.
So remember to start out first, melee, otherwise you're gonna get clipped.
Oh.
Watch the cleave. And middle.
Can you get him, Sabin?
Yeah.
I don't think you're saving info.
So that was a yeah for Zed.
Okay.
Okay, I got it this time. I'm watching.
Go to A.
This will be spread. Nope, nope, stack.
This is buddies. This is buddies.
Stack,
Oh,
stack, stack,
God
stack.
damn it, I moved too soon.
Oh, I didn't get one.
That was my bad. I moved too soon and got hit by the cleave.
Same.
So,
It's okay, Goof. We did it.
so Zed,
Yeah.
you see where my body is? My little glowing weapon. You can stand, like, I should have gone a little further out, but that's about as far as you need to go for that buster on wide angle. You don't need to go so far out. I've been testing that a little bit.
Okay, so I can stay like kind of in
So-
with everybody to dodge.
Yeah,
right
aim
angle
for
and then go
aim
right
for
there.
the puddle, like the number butt with the puddle, like it forms a little butt. You can aim for the butt crack.
The butt crack. Yeah, as long as the group is on the wall, it shouldn't be a problem.
As they should be.
Hey, butt cracks were my favorite thing about Ruby Weapon. It's the only thing that kept me sane during Beads and Taco Supreme.
What?
Gotta hug the butt cheek and then go into the butt crack for the AoEs. Buddies.
Are you serious?
Wow, you still got clipped by that?
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Smurfcast. East west. Go. Oh, poor Jordan. I'll get Jordan.
Bye, Smart.
I'll get Smurf.
Okay.
Anti-air tanks out.
What is happening?
You had no healer, so it was a random.
Oh. Actually, yeah, probably don't take that risk.
It's a trap.
Did someone move too soon? Question mark.
Yeah, I don't know. Jordan got one of his tethers over here when we were moving through.
Yeah, and I got the other one then.
I like that the tethers give you the suck if you don't break them, and then
Yep.
you get cleaved. Scarp.
Maybe being too close to the boss. I don't know. Because I don't think Jordan and I were max melee there, at least.
I was in the ring.
You were in the ring? Okay. You were in the ring or on the edge of the ring?
Like this ring right now.
Okay. Buddies. That was a nice scorch. Smart? Yes. North south? North south
Go
go
for
for
it.
Oh. That seemed like we were alright that time.
Neat.
Neat indeed.
All right, this horizontal
Air.
line anti-air is the exact spot you can stand for that section.
It's too close. That's unfortunate.
Sorry, I just saw Jordan fall. Did you do your on a mount off the edge?
I middle mouse button sprinted.
Oh no! Oh, Gopher's dead. I got him.
Okay, dodge the cleave first, and then do the mechanic.
Okay, towards C. And it's gonna be spread.
Spread.
So that'd be some
And this will be the
big
other
heals
phaser.
there.
No, Minerva wasn't able to get to their clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Horizon 1 needs to.
We might need to
Can
put
we-
melee puddles a little further back to make more room.
Yeah, can we put the
It's gonna,
melees back?
No, because that's gonna cause us the tether issues from earlier if we move them back, remember?
Well, no.
So,
Then
my
she
think-
really needs to be centered then.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Yo. Instead of pulling her center, because she was centered, right? Instead of pulling her center, why not just pull her back from the wall to like here, and then just rotate her to the side?
I think we're still gonna have puddle issues.
Because
Okay, well,
the puddle at 1 for melee was basically Minerva's entire area to stand.
I mean, you can't go like further inside the hitbox.
No,
That's how I died.
Basically,
he was like kissing the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me look.
think
One
our-
sec.
I think our puddle issue might be resolved now that people know how to do the mechanic. Because I think before we moved the puddles, people were confused on how the mechanic actually worked.
One sec. Give me a sec. Okay. New idea. Put melee puddles in the center of these.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, give me another like
Just
foot.
move
I
them
don't know.
back. Yeah. So just put melee puddles in the middle of this and range just a little further back. That'll still give us like, so instead of being in the square ranged, you're on the you'd be on this corner now.
Okay.
That should still give us more room than before, while still giving us enough space for blap blaps.
Well, that screenshot that Smarf sent, that had the melees kind of in the middle. So.
I have 65 old pots. Maybe I should start using them.
Buddies. Spicy. Remember melee in the beat icons, whatever. Markers, words. Okay, east west. Go. And run through. Jordan's
I have
still
a far
got
one.
a weird tether. Yeah.
But I can. Oh.
Since we're putting the puddles slightly further back, we may need to be further than the outer ring. That's definitely probably going to be like, you have to be max melee or further. Unless someone accidentally went too early or something.
Let's try it one more time, see what happens.
Yes. Clock. That is. Cast. North south. And go. Nice. This is wide. Out. Out it out.
Fucking Christ.
Jordan, no.
My Swift is down.
I can get him in like 2 seconds.
I'm hard resing Zad.
Okay.
I thought you were getting Jordan. Okay, I got him.
Okay. D side. And this is
Spread.
Clock. Hey, there we go. Nice.
Watch for the second one.
Anti-air tanks out this time.
All right, everyone, just make sure you're far away from the boss. Nice. Group shit. Let me please.
I'm so scared because you guys like ran away while you need to do the shit.
Gotta get back to melee range, yo. What killed?
I'm tanking,
Jordan?
sorry. Tank buster, swap.
Oh, are we gonna hit transition?
We should. I do not have
Squares.
auto for this switch.
This is a beefy ass hit,
yeah.
by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
Alright, we haven't gotten over any of this. Good luck. Don't share a square.
Got a British hair.
I am in the wrong spot. This isn't good.
me too.
Yeah, I'm in your spot. Kill the clouds.
Healer ship
Really?
DPS.
Yeah, you can't jump. So I was gonna try to like run to my spot, but that's no good.
Oh,
Well,
it does not refresh as quick as normal.
Yeah, I know, you gotta give it a minute.
And then you dodge to the right.
I'm just gonna drop to my death.
I'm gonna politely decline this res.
I think I was in the wrong spot, but
Choice.
I think melee
We didn't go
needs
over
to
any of it.
dance a bit more because when the range has to go in, I have to wait for the other panel to delight right before I can go back in.
Yes.
So the melee has to dance a bit more.
I wouldn't even necessarily say they have to dance. They just have to be cognizant of when they need to move. Because when I initially looked at it, it doesn't seem to be as much moving as I thought it would be.
Alright, I didn't update the square toolbox yet for our icons. I can do it if you would like. But outside of square phase, that's really the majority of the mechanics. There's some like additional Arts of Darkness variations. And then there's the Meteor Obscure Woods version, but that's like we've seen the majority of everything now. Because even in square mechanics, it's like Art of Darkness or Donut Attack. Kill ads. Don't cleave people.
Now that Gopher's internet's better, do you want to go to a regular time? You probably see the panels again.
Yeah, I'm down to keep going. Do we want to go over panels or just keep pulling?
Yeah, can we go over panels?
I'm gonna say
or
if we
just
go over
the gist?
the gist of the panels is make sure you're in the right panel. Do not step on a panel when someone else is there, because you can get away with that in normal, but it will actually like kill you because it'll lock you to that panel and that panel will drop. Kill the clouds. Once the clouds are killed, then look out so you don't, or like look to your right or left so you don't accidentally insta-gib a party member. And then that's when you're gonna and then after the AoE goes out, then we reset panels. Melee moves first, then ranged. Easy class. Let's go.
So, okay, I'm gonna amend that in that if you are ranged, you just face your cloud because you will not kill it in time, and you will just beam the cloud, which does nothing.
Oh yeah.
So you will want to kill the cloud that you're responsible for your own cloud.
So using our markers, Zad is 1, Avi is in between 1 and 2. I am on 2. Sabin is in between 2 and 3. Minerva is 3. Smarf will be in between 3 and 4. Gopher will be 4. And Jordan will be in between 4 and 1.
What?
This is when we move to
It's the
reset the
picture in
panels.
Discord.
For the donut AoE.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Donut AoE, I should be at 1. Or A.
So
If we're going off of the...
this is the position
Did you check Discord, Jordan?
where we reset. So everything's the big blast is gonna go out where she transitions to the squares. So we start in these initial squares of Smart's picture. Okay. Then we're gonna
The toolbox.
hang on. Smart's picture is slide 1 or 3 of the toolbox, your choice. There's a different toolbox.
Jordan, just use this one, please.
That's why in raid info I had square toolbox because it's
this is
different.
an updated one, but I don't want to waste
This is
time.
updated and it's easier.
Okay.
So when cloud spawns come out, anyone that's not on a number is going to go back 1 square. Right? So anyone that's in between is just going to go back to the square and kill their ad. Ideally. Everyone else is going to rotate counterclockwise 1 square. And then we'll do good luck from there so we don't take more time on this.
Yeah, I'll try to call like when melee rotates so that way we can move forward and all that jazz. Clock. Smartcraft. East west.
I need you to voke.
Oh, Gopher and Jordan were too close. That's not good.
Ow, my face. Let's just wipe it.
Yeah.
I fat fingered my knockback. Sorry, Zed. That's my bad.
I don't know if it would put you in the right position, but I found plunge works there as well.
Yeah, if you gap close, for me, my gap close puts me too close. I don't know about you, but there's like a horizontal line that's perfect for standing on. That gives you the exact like spot to stand on. So I usually gap close and then I just back up a few steps. Here we go.
Clock. Gopher, would it be easier if we switch spots for Clock? I guess it would be Clock and Buddies then at that point. East south? Or east south, east west. Sorry. And go.
Oh no, I don't have my line. That doesn't work on this side.
Wide.
Okay.
Out.
Okay.
Enza, no. Sad, no.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything is going horribly wrong.
In my defense, only the ticks were dead when I said that. Which everything was totally fine. Also, I really like that as soon as Gopher moved it to his keyboard, everything is fine.
I don't. That means
Just FYI.
use.
I mean, I don't know about fine. Because he's definitely still cutting out.
You're still super choppy in Discord.
Yeah.
It's the power of friendship that's keeping it up.
Indeed.
It's Hanukkah. Or if you listen to the Smokey Robinson thing, Chinooka.
Buddies. West?
Ooh, sorry.
Nope.
Someone's gonna have a rough clock spot.
I mean, that's not good.
I got Smurf.
Anti-air.
Okay. Out first.
Oh, fuck
Buster?
me.
Okay, I still caught the healer thing.
Shit. I landed too early.
Oh boy. This could be bad. Paddles up for the AoE. Mad, save yourself.
Well,
Most people are
bye.
still alive. I rest everyone! Feels bad.
Well, I accidentally tripped and fell off the map. I don't know what happened.
You piece of shit.
My finger fell on the decline button and I wasn't able to bring it off.
Here we go.
I might take a little more damage here because my food's gonna fall off, but I don't want to pop another one. Clock. Clock, clock, clock. Cast. East west. Nope. Nicely done.
Wide angle.
Watch the please. Out.
Ooh. Oh my lord.
Oh no.
Hey Smurf.
Hey, what's up? It's not this line, by the way.
It's the third circle back from the line is the safe spot.
Okay, last pull.
My finger should have fell in decline again.
Let's get to panels.
Buddies.
Evie, you're getting my big dance buff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hope we don't die.
This can't be bad. Okay. East west. Oh god. Nope.
My goddamn cat! I swear to God!
This is anti-air. My group
Someone
is
get it?
probably fucked. I got the resonance.
Like,
Right out, don't
can't
suck.
see. Oh. I'm sorry. That was on Haru. This little bitch.
Raiding with
right when
cats
we were
is
running
always
through.
like savage.
Right when we ran through, she jumped up, and I couldn't see. And I fucking ran off the goddamn map.
Mulligan pull.
Mulligan.
No cats.
Oh, she chilling now.
She fucked you up and then she's good. She's out.
Yeah, I got my little arm heater now.
Clock.
Oh. Little earthquake, I think.
North, south. Go. Well done. Air.
Tanks out.
Everybody out. Nice. Well done.
My God, it's just further back.
Yeah, to stay puller a little more. Thank you.
There we go.
Oh, woo.
Ow. Alright, towards C.
Dodge the cleave first.
And it's gonna be buddies. Okay, buddies, buddies, buddies. Nicely done.
Get ready for other one.
Yep, this is wide ankle.
Oh.
Out.
Oh.
Nice.
Poked. Good heal.
Thanks.
Alright, big heals, big heals.
Zed, we might want to
Mitigation or
invuln that one,
whatever.
to be honest.
Yes.
Alright, find your spots.
You're never get down.
We're all on the inside. We're all on the inside.
Yep. Now range, move to your
Stay
spots.
here. Now go. Oh, fuck.
Okay. Look out or look away.
Face out.
Melee adjusts, rotate so
Oh my
range can
God.
come in.
Oh, Smurf!
Nicely done.
How could you?
Range back out. So that way melee can reset their puddles. Melee reset your panels. Okay, scoot towards B, scoot towards B. Okay.
I don't even know how you res during.
readjust.
Oh, God.
Oh god. Hey, at least you can goof them a little bit. This part
That was quite the dance.
sucks.
Spread.
Oh god.
Like I saw y'all dancing and I was like,
Well, we
Fucking-
kind of did it.
I'm working on killing the cloud, and all of a sudden this little reindeer shit runs onto my panel and rots us.
Hey, by the way, little reindeer, don't move to the melee panel until the clouds are dead.
Son of a bitch. I didn't even have a chance.
That's a good place to stop.
That was good. We saw more of the panel stuff, so that's good.
Yep.
Ninja gets murdered. Yeah, that's a good place to stop, you guys. Great job.
Good
Sounds
job,
like a
guys.
great night to
We
me.
murdered Ninja.
And on a high note.
It's one of those, like, someone, you know, the buddies are holding the guy off the edge, and that's when the double cross happens, and they let go unexpectedly, and then the guy...
Wait, I have something for this.
No.
Is it Scar? I killed Mufasa.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Ninja.
Thanks for coming, Nerva. I
Yes,
hope you had
thank
fun.
you for coming.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
Tell Smarf how you're feeling.
If y'all need me on Sunday, let me know ahead of time, and I should be able to go if you need a body.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Wait.
All right, later,
Oh, so
guys.
you're supposed to pick a number? Thanks, Nerva.
Mhm.
Yeah, how am I feeling?
This was from my
Smarf was
PD
14.
training.
Smarf was 14, and I'm 21.
Smarf could also be 7 because it looks like he
It
might
looks
have
like
pushed you off
yeah, it
over
looks
there
like he
too.
yeeted me off.
Whatever number you want me to be.
The rest of the party is 18. Looking at the death of the murder of Ninja.
The best part is I was probably in my wrong panel, too, because I shouldn't have been at 8.
Fine, we barely touched it.
Yeah, I guess that part too depends if we're doing boss relative or like hard.
We should do
That one
hard
should
positions.
be hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we should use the markers and that's how I get isekai'd, Beamy. Smarf murders me and I wake up in another world.
I'm a truck-kun.
I'm gonna have to see like how people do it on Red Mage, because during that, when you're on the far panel, you usually kill the cloud as your melee combo is coming, or like before your melee combo's up. And then when you have the melee rotate and then you as soon as you go back out to reset your panel, that's when the Red Mage melee combo's up, and it's like,
Should the healers be able to kill it before the thing traverses?
It'll definitely be doable with gear later on.
Gear later,
it might
but
be a
I
little
mean,
iffy
like,
right now.
Mine was still at 20% when it got there, but I don't think the tank was. Were you hitting mine, Ninja?
I hit it
Were
with
you?
one trigger and blasting zone, and it did
Okay.
like 50% of the damage.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
It might have just been a bad part of my rotation too. So,
I broiled mine, teehee.
you will have Smarf. If you're in your right spot, you'll have Gopher. So it should be fine because the melees are paired up with the healers.
yeah. Hi, baby. I should probably do expert, but my brain hurts after that.
And then sorry for all the toolbox confusion, but no one ever asked. I just kept dropping strats I found.
Well, for me, it's I get confused very easily because I'm not smart. So when I see that we're using one toolbox, and then I hate jumping around because I keep everything open on my second monitor. So,
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Would it be
when
possible?
strats
Ninja?
keep coming out, it's kind of hard to put it all together. I will try and edit the full toolbox with the pug toolbox stuff. That was my goal tonight.
Condense it a little bit. That way we can just use one.
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. That will require me to learn how toolbox works.
I believe in you.
I mean, we could just use the shitty guide and just copy and paste what we decide on.
It's hard writing how this works down, which is why I just resorted.
Okay.
And so, like, a lot of the stuff this tier, based on what I've been reading and seeing, is kind of challenging to write, and it's going to kind of come down to people like reading and learning it themselves and not just waiting until the day of to be taught. So it's the unfortunate situation because there's a lot of these kind of like flex things that we have to learn.
Oh, it's the last raid tier. I'm not too surprised. Have to put a little bit more brain power into it.
We did Hello World, so it's essentially like more of that. So
yeah, there's mechanic vomit in 12 part 2.
I love mechanic vomit.
There's some crazy shit in 12F. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I imagine it will take us a while though.
It's okay.
yeah, I think it's okay because the thing is to like we get the dumbed down pug strats eventually, rather than to like read off first day kind of stuff. So by the time we do it, there's like a more efficient strat.
Yeah. And the hard part right now too is there's so many different strats coming out. So it's like I'm just trying to find the easiest ones. And everyone's, in a race to get their strat first or get their video first, and who can come up with the most uptime, because that's the only thing that matters. And I don't know. It's another situation where like bow tie uptime is going to come back, and there's going to be a slightly easier variant, which is just as much DPS.
Yeah.
So we'll see some adjustments and everything else.
I think once we get through panels on this fight, though, like we should down it pretty easily now that everyone's kind of got the first phase mechanics sorted out.
Yeah. The only other, like I said, the only other hard thing after panels is clones. But I put the dumb person guide to clones in there.
If you look at the, I think on that thread too, there was like another way to do it. Like there's people have come up with a lot of different ways. Another one was like, if they're cleaving 2 clones, you could just go behind and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's what's in there. If she cleaves 2 clones, behind her is safe. If she cleaves 0 clones, front is safe. If she cleaves 1 clone, then move to the ad she hasn't cleaved, and then dodge the AoE of that one. So that's in there.
That's not too bad. Pray for double cleave or no cleave. Because those ones sound like the easiest for sure. Oh, I love that stupid angry shocked Pikachu face emote. Shit's great.
Oh, there's even another thread, Smurf.
Neat.
Is that you or Rick getting me a link? Alrighty, friends, I'm gonna turn the stream off, so I hope you all have a good night, and we will see you all later.